Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Chaos Garage, and today we're going to be installing some more stuff and finishing up the wrecker so that it's better usable. Essentially we're going to be adding on some more stuff. I got gifted this used mini light bar from my uncle Jose. Thank you so much to him. And we're going to be putting it on the top of the wrecker. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, so to install this light bar, it's not going to take much. It's a magnet mount. I'm not going to take it off these magnets. I did put a tracking device in it so that if it gets stolen, I can catch the So I'm going to literally, so simple as to just place it like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to angle it. Well, I'm just going to, put it nice and in the middle the way it should be. Position it properly. Now we're going to see what it looks like. And I'm hoping that it's just barely high enough that it's not going to shine so much light inside the cab. Let's see how it looks. Oh, you know what? That looks pretty good. I like it. So this plug isn't doing much for this old light bar anymore. The solders broke off, the entire chunk broke off. I'll put a picture of it up right now. But basically it's useless and it's not going to work anymore. I'm going to employ the use of these nice little crimping pliers because I love these. I actually really like crimper pliers because they just make life so much easier. I'm just going to cut it right here and here. And right here. There we go. Cuts have been made. I'm not sure if they cut all the way through. No, they did. And there we go. The switch is chopped off. And now it's just our little plug. So here's our ground. These are momentary, and then this is our main power. And I'm actually going to put little crimp wires on, little connectors onto these, and then just run bigger wire off of this and then tape this off so that our connection is nice and sealed. Let's get to running this wire. So the way I'm going to run this wire is I'm actually just going to see if I can stick it through this hole, because if I can stick it through the hole, it's much better because I'm not finagling it. There we go. Fits right through. But now that I see it, I could probably, since there's space under this light bar, I'll run it back behind here and then run it along the wiring harness. I'm going to do that anyway, but why run it through this hole and just make it look dumb? Anyway, we're going to run this wire out back behind and probably zip tie it so it's nice and safe under here. I actually quite like the look of this light bar, this mini bar. It's going to look quite nice on the top of this truck. Nice, and it's pretty sturdy. And I actually took my time and took this whole thing apart, and I put Loctite on all the bolts to make sure that when the truck is on, it's not vibrating the crap out of these things and it's not gonna just pop off on me. This thing looks quite nice. I mean, I put it on top of the cab, but there's no point. I want it back here where it's doing its job. Now wires are just gonna get run with that loom all the way down. So let's do that. I prefer it when wires are in a nice little loom like this, so I'm not running 100,000. It's nice and tucked the way it should. I'm gonna keep running the wire down this damn freaking winch doesn't want to engage anymore, which sucks, but so is life. Okay, here we go. We're going. We are going. In, get the hell in there, you. I think I might need a new loom. So, a few too many wires in this one now. Oh, no, there we go. Looks like it's going to be sufficiently long enough, which is nice. And then that just means I don't have to work as hard. Best and probably the only way to get this through. If you're ever having trouble getting things through, just put your wires kind of sideways like that. Not too much though. Kind of just start snaking them in there. They'll go. They should go through. There we go. Wires are loomed down, and now let's run them on the other side. On the underside. Okay. Now that we're under here, we're gonna continue to run this in the loom over here. Let me turn the camera around so you guys can see. I'm gonna continue to run the loom, or just the wire, through the loom like so. There are so many wires here inside of this poor loom. Honestly, I feel bad now, but that's what it's for. Run 100,000, run 566,000 through run 566,233 wires. I'm gonna loop it and just hang it right here. I gotta get in here because it's way. So I'm just gonna pull this outward just enough to snake this in here. Or just to sneak this in here. Sorry, sneak it. We're sneaking it. We're sneaking it. And there we go. It's in. And now we're just gonna add a couple wires to this and connect it right there. I've got all sorts of little wires and things in here, you know, stuff that I can use. I'm gonna see if I have something nice and short. I have a lot of little wires, just like that. Now we've made our adapter wire. Okay, now that I've done this, I'm gonna plug it in right up here. And this wire is gonna be easier to bend. So I'm gonna probably run it behind here. And then snake this one back up and connect it up there. I'm gonna do this off camera. Alright guys, it got dark real quick. It's currently 6:14. It shouldn't be that late, but it's pretty fucking light. As you can see, it's dark out in the night sky. Anyway, I did a little bit of rewiring under here. You can see that is a new wire, new little fuse, because this piece of crap was making a lot of bad connections and it's just unsafe. So now we have a replaceable plastic cover fuse. And then all I did was I took the wire that normally goes to my main, it was disconnected, and just run it to the relay that was normally for the auxiliary work lights. And I took the dash apart really fast and switched it from the wires from this one to this one and the wires from this one to this one. Simple. Let me show you the end example. There it is. Nice. So there's the light bar. Nice and bright, and way happier with 14 volts. Really bright. There's our secondaries. And for some reason, I think the better connection is actually allowing the lights to communicate. I don't know what's going on here, but they're now flashing back and forth in perfect sync. That looks pretty cool. I like it. The look of the that solid amber light bar and then the two white lights flashing. Just the way I want it. They actually make quite a bit of light as well. That's lighting up the bed pretty well. That's impressive.